Obsession of a best friend when you never knew that he is a vampire. A hand roamed from your face to wake up princess. You were breathing fast when your wrists were feel it. Your vampire is here. Your waist when he hit his face, breathtaking. He opened his mouth and his fangs. Author point of view. Taehyung was rubbing his forehead while sitting in a rolling chair. What is happening with me? Why I am missing memories these days? He looked up when the door knocked and you stepped in. Jan, busy man, don't you want to go home? He sighed and came to you. I am tired, Jani. Your heart jumped whenever he calls you like that. Jan, then go. You visibly gulped when he put his head on your shoulder. Jan, to home. Ta, I really don't want to go there. Jan, why? Ta, because my stepbrother would be there, and I don't want to dirty my hands with his. Jan, Tehang. You pushed him and glared at him. He hates his stepbrother with all his heart, and you always try to pour some love but fail. Don't start that lecture. Jan, whatever. I am leaving. My work is done. He was a known businessman and you were working in his office. Since he insisted you as your best friend. No, you will leave with me. He pulled you and made you sit on the chair in front of him. Jan, hey, what will I do here? Just sit. It gives me motivation to do work. Unbelievable, I am going. You were about to stood up, but this his stare didn't let you. Jan, why are you so moody? He started typing on his laptop and you were getting bored. Your phone beeped and you read the text while smiling. Who is it? You gave him a raised brow. Why you want to know? Just asking. After an hour, he was free and held your hand. Let's go to your home. Jan, what? Wait. Don't tell me that you are gonna stay at my place again. Ta. Yes, I will, can't I? Jan, absolutely not. When you have your own home. Ta. Jan, that is not home, and I am completely exhausted. He dragged you with him. You entered inside your home with him. Jan, you know your room, and I am going to sleep. Wait, it's not that late. Let's spend some time together. Jan, Mr. Boss, I need rest. Good night. You left, and he walked to his room. You went to take a long, relaxing shower, and when you came back, your heartbeat stopped for a while, seeing a man in your room. Jan, what the? Why are you here, Taeyong? He turned around and looked at you like a completely different person. Your grip tightened on your towel as you stepped forward. Jan, I am asking to you. Trance broke and he blinked. Looking around, he licked his lips. How I came here. You laughed at his muttering. Do you walk in your sleep? You were selecting a night dress. No, do you want coffee? No, just go and sleep. He walked out, being all confused. After 2 days, there was a business party in a luxurious hall. Jan, wow, don't you dare to stop me this time from having fun. Da, stay beside me. You are not going anywhere. You whined, but he didn't pay a heed and was introducing you. I wish you had a girlfriend so that I would be free. Da, even if I had, still there was no way that I would let you roam around. He got busy with a phone call and you managed to sneak. After a while, couple dance started. A handsome young man offered you his hand and you gave in, but regretted when he was getting close to you. You looked around for Taehyung, feeling uncomfortable. A hand snatched you towards himself and you hit his. Taehyung, princess. Your heart droned at his raspy voice. His hands at you. Yan, sorry that I left. He leaned to your shouldn't I punish you? You clenched his shirt at his words. And Yan, no, let me. Your heartbeat went wild when he, Yan, taking you to a less crowded area. He against the wall. Jan, what are you doing? Ta. Your eyes widened when he came closer, and the next moment, what surprised you more was that you didn't mind it at all. His hands forced you to respond. The music was high and the lights were dim, while you both were lost in each other. You parted, and you both were breathing heavily. You always had feelings for him, but you never expected that he also thinks the same. Jan Taehyungff, after we go home, your mouth went dry at his sudden change to deep voice. We will have a lot to do, right? You shivered thinking about what more he will do. It was so sudden. He walked away and you tried to calm your heart. You were taking sips from your soft drink when a chaos happened in the hall. Girl, boss is fighting with the investor. Jan, what? Putting back your glass, you ran towards the crowd. Your eyes widened, seeing how badly Taehyung was beating that person. He was famous for being unleashed easily, but few minutes ago he was in such a good mood. Others were trying to stop him. Yan, Taehyung, yelling his name, you pulled him back. His own nose was bleeding, but the other one was in worst condition. Yan, are you in your senses? He jerked his arm from your grip and strode from there while wiping his nose. Girl, that is very important, investor. What will happen now? You went out after Taehyung. He came home and removed his tie. What happened there? Why suddenly I was beating him? Did he? No, no. He gulped down a glass of water, and you stepped in while fuming in anger. What was that, Taehyung, and why you came home, leaving me there? Taehyung closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Jan, how could you beat our investor? Do you have any? Ta. Not now, Jan. I am already worn out. Jan, but waving his hand in the air, he went towards his room. Jan, and what was that when you were dreaming something else, but it was all ruined. Walking to and fro, he was answering call after call, trying to handle the situation. Knocking the door, you came in. Jan, coffee. Now your tone was soft. He took the mug from you and sat down on the chair. Standing behind him, you put your hands on his shoulders. Jan, we will handle it. He closed his eyes. I messed up. Jan, what happened there? You were in such a lively mood that your cheeks turned red. Jan, his eyes shot open. Putting the mug on the table, he stood tall. I what? He was beyond shocked at your words, and that confused you. Jan, we, suddenly he held you by your arms. Ta, what else? Did he say something? Jan, Ta, tell me exactly what I did, Jan. Jan, why are you asking me? It's not like you were. Please tell me, Jan, please. Jan, nothing, we just. And you said strange things like we will do more. He pulled you to himself and wrapped his arms around you. You could hear his raced heartbeat. Ta, he separated and held your hands. Promise me, Jan, that you will never let me do anything wrong with you. His every word was a confusion. Why would you do something wrong with me? Because something is wrong with me. That wasn't me who. You didn't know if you should be scared or sad, that all those emotions weren't true. Jan, I am not getting you. Duh, I cannot tell you more since I also don't know. He started collecting his things. Jan, are you leaving? Duh, yes, it's dangerous for you. Now that doesn't make sense. Taking his things, he looked at you with guilty eyes. Don't look at me like that. Duh, we will meet tomorrow. He left. The coffee mug was there on the table, untouched. You came to your room and slept early because of a long, tiring day. Later, you felt warm. A hand roamed from your billing feelings inside you. Wake up, princess. You were breathing fast. When feel it, your vampire is here. When he breathtaking, he opened his mouth and came in touch with your warm, soft skin. You were feeling replaced by pain, and you instantly woke up with a scream. Being all scared, you looked around in your room. Stepping down from the bed, you came in front of the mirror. You touched your neck and looked there. Jan, that was a dream. But your eyes widened when you looked at your wrist and they were marked red. Jan, no. You again looked around in fear. With trembling hands, you dialed taehyungg's number, but he didn't pick up. You spent the whole night with lights on. Next day, you went to taehyungg's home to discuss about business. It was your first time visiting that huge mansion, and what shocked you was taehyungg's pictures with someone identical to him, Jan. But he told that he is his stepbrother. Maid, what do you want, miss? You flinched and turned towards him. She was dressed like a royal servant, but the way she was looking at you gave you grief. Jan, I am taehyungg's best friend. I want to meet him. Maid, that way. You entered in the room and took few steps. Your hands went to your mouth when you saw Taehyung fainted on the floor. Jan, Taehyung, you ran to him and patted his face. He opened his eyes. You helped him to sit on the couch. Jan, what happened to you? He looked at you with red eyes. He wet his dry lips as his eyes run away. He was looking extremely weak. Jan, let me call the doctor. You took out your phone. Breathing heavily, he again tried to walk away. You followed him, putting down your phone. Jan, stop. You held him, but he yanked your hands. Don't touch me. Your heart broke when he yelled. He was behaving noticeably strange. With the help of Wall, he was stumbling on his steps and miserably fell down. Jan, let me help. Don't come near me. Why are you doing this, Ta? You cried at his behavior and state. He was looking pale, like an ill person. Turning his face towards you, he looked at you with different eyes. Those dark eyes flashed you. What happened in the party? Jan, you okay? You stuttered, and he stood tall, without any difficulty. His towering height scared you for the first time. Never let me do anything wrong with you. Something is wrong with me. It's dangerous. His words hit you, making you step back. Don't move. That was the same voice when he in the party. That wasn't me. You felt short of air and ran, but fell back on the floor when suddenly he was in front of the door. Are you scared? Struggling to breathe, you looked back where earlier he was. Jan, how? You were unable to move when you felt his breathing near you. Duh. Didn't you get it, princess? He turned your face towards himself. That wasn't a dream. Tears fell from your eyes. He leaned forward until your back touched the cold floor. You went all mine. You tried to push him away, but your power was nothing in front of him. He picked you, and on the king-sized bed. Jan, don't. You wildly moved your hands, but he then he parted when you didn't respond. Earlier you enjoyed it. Jan, no please, you can't do this, Taehyung. You could feel the from the wound of your neck. Ta, yes, he cannot, because he is a loser. He again leaned, and you had no power to oppose. You screamed at the top of your lungs when he shattered you. All your struggle was in vain. He didn't stop at your tears or begging. You felt short of breath, but that didn't care. He was busy. After half an hour, you were lying on the bed, unconscious, under a duvet. The room was a mess, all over. Some were yours, while some were his. In a few minutes, the whole world fell over you and crushed. To be continued. I will make more parts depending on your interest. Thanks for watching it. Always stay safe and healthy. Love you, Ami.